Hello, dear friends. And it is that time of the year. Yeah, in Cape Town in September, you have the most beautiful natural phenomenon, which is where the Nomaqualand daisies come out and they just extend from like the Western Cape all the way up to the Northern Cape, and it's just absolutely gorgeous. Fields as far as your eye can see of literal color. It is amazing. But sinuses hate it. My sinuses hate it. I get the most extreme hay fever I've ever had. But you know what? Sometimes it's almost worth it. So, the Honorary Rangers, which is a division of the South African National Parks, which is a volunteer division, does this awesome thing every year where they open a shop for flower season that has beverages and refreshments for everyone who comes to view the flowers, and they also sell some really cool stuff like Wildflower honey. And I thought that I could add my 5 cents by donating some cards. So basically, I'm making hand-drawn, hand-painted cards and donating them to the Rangers to sell in their shop. And all the proceeds are going to go straight to making the parks beautiful and keeping them the way that, you know, nature intended, I guess. Conservation is something that's really, really dear to my heart, and I think it's one of the most amazing things that South Africa has to offer. And despite being one of our greatest tourist attractions, not a lot of government funding can be allocated to it, and I'm not in government, so I'm not really sure why. So I thought, you know, I'll do what I can. So just a little bit about the actual technique of the artwork. So I started off with a 0.5 preppy fountain pen. These preppy fountain pens are pretty great. The only thing is that they come with ink that's like a normal dye-based ink, which is not waterproof. So you saw just now I opened the barrel, and that was to show you that I've changed to carbon ink, which is meant to be light fast and waterproof. I mean, waterproof is a strong word. I would go with more water resistant. It can handle a light wash, but if you want to start putting a lot of water on, it's just going to lift. So it's not as good as, say, Micron or Unipen pens where you can just go crazy. But it's good. It does what it's supposed to do. And a pro tip, whenever you're doing some sort of botanical illustration, is to change from the 0.5 that I had earlier to the 0.2. Not necessarily those exact numbers, but you should always have a thicker outline and then thinner detail marks. It just makes it look much better, and it's super easy to do. So, Fine Tech Paints. I mean, the internet knows these guys. Everyone knows these guys. They are amazing. But you can see when you first add water to them, they are a bit lackluster. And I think that the trick with any paint that is a metallic paint is to add water, then faff around, then wait for the stars to align and, I don't know, make a sacrifice of some kind to the gods. And maybe then after you come back from a 3-week holiday, you can actually use them. I mean, it doesn't have to be that long, but you need to leave it so that you can get this nice creamy consistency that I'm showing you here. And once you get that, it's like, okay, here, you get one layer, you get one chance, buddy. Because if you put a second layer, they tend to come out very streaky. And I don't know. They don't like being activated, but then as soon as they're on the paper, then they reactivate like nobody's business. So yeah, but they're pretty. So I guess they get away with murder because of it. Yeah, that ended up being a statement that was much darker than intended. So back to the pretty thing. I mean, I love anything that's glittery and has iridescence, and Fine Tech Paints really tick all those boxes, so yay! Yay! I'm also making a Skillshare class on finding your style with wildflowers, and I mean, it has glitter and a longer tutorial on how to create these beauties. So check it out if you want. Anyway, I hope that you have a lovely day, life, year, all the things. Like, subscribe. Okay, love you. Bye.